Motion designers are dead, according to the new Vibe Motion tool from Higgsfield AI. But let me tell you a little secret. First of all, I'm not sponsored by Higgsfield, otherwise I would also not say this. But what I've seen is that a lot of these videos are just Envato templates made in After Effects. But still, there was something in me that was thinking, maybe there is a way to get a good result out of this Higgsfield Vibe Motion tool. And that's why I want to do a battle between Higgsfield and After Effects. So place your votes in the comments who's gonna win, AI Tom or Adobe Tom. Let's start this battle. All right, let's make some jobs redundant, shall we? More AI, less employees, more profits. I'm here in Higgsfield, and what's interesting is I couldn't find it on the top bar, but just had to go to Higgsfield Vibe Motion. Maybe it's because it's in beta. I don't know. Let's click on from scratch. I want to do it from scratch. I think that's only fair. Now let's go to Adobe Tom. All right, let's speed run this. New composition. Okay, let's create a new solid and let's add a grid to that. Blending mode, normal, width, make it like nice and big. Color, maybe a bit darker. Something like that. Then I'm going to keyframe the width. I'm going to make it a bit further and let's zoom it in. Text, Fullstack Editor Club. Center that. Then make that nice and big. And then let's change the color to like almost black. And I'm going to use the bouncy word preset in my plugin. If you want the plugin, it's in the Fullstack Editor Club. Link is down below. Back to you, AI Tom. Now I'm gonna first keep it simple. A simple logo animation. So I want a simple logo animation where the words Fullstack Editor Club fly in from the bottom, just like where all the editors should be, at the bottom. White background, black text, a small orange accent color, light grid background. Let's just keep it like this. I'm just gonna click generate and let's see how long this takes. Let's get back to you, Adobe Tom. Thank you, AI Tom. Now let's set the bounce length to 4 and the bounce maybe to 40. So we just have this clean animation, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna add a line, pen tool, whoop. Let's click here, hold shift, click there, and let's add a stroke to this and let's make that orange, just like that. Bit thicker, maybe 10 pixels, or is it too thin? Maybe a bit too thin. Let's move it a bit more down and let's add it trim paths to this. Quick keyframe on the end, start 50, bloop bloop, 0 to 100, and an easy ease on that. Motion blur, and then I'm already gonna select these layers and then add a new null to this. And then I'm gonna do something that AI Tom can't do, and that is create a cool transition. Easy ease that thing. Very nice. Next scene. Back to you, AI Tom. Yeah, so that's when I fired 500,000 employees and I got away with it. I've been thinking of this AI idea. So what if we could replace food with AI? Yeah, and then maybe we get funding for it and then we go bankrupt. I think that's a good idea, yeah. Oh, it's done. Wait a sec, I'll call you back. All right, so we have a 2-second animation. Okay, we have a 2-second animation. We have an animation. I mean, let's be honest, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's something, I guess. Yeah, it's something. Now, a quick break in this battle because there is a AI tool I use every single day. And this is one of those tools that doesn't replace you as an editor, that also doesn't pretend to be a replacement of editors or animators. A tool that is there for editors and for creators. Now, that tool is Submagic, and I use it for all my captions on my short form videos. The ones I produce for my clients, but also the ones I produce for myself. It just saves a lot of time. And what's cool is that you can customize it, but there's even some AI tools that are really handy. For example, audio enhancement, but even some basic editing. Now you're still the director in the director's chair. You choose what you want in this short form video, which clip is the best, which caption to use, but it saves so much time. It's also way more accurate in terms of the subtitling itself. So you just save a lot of time changing captions around. They even provided me with a discount, so link is in the description. And then let's get back to the video. Let's create a new animation. And this time I'm gonna use a card and I want to create a credit card animation. Make an animation with a dark background, with a soft orange blob, with a luxurious credit card, with the text, make more money with editing, and a, what is it called? Total money counter going up. By the way, estimated cost 8 to 60 credits. That is quite a big range. I'm really curious how much credits we spent at the end of this. As an AI bro, I of course don't care, but I do really care. I might make some coffee. From here, I'm gonna create a new solid. There we go. Let's add a cool background to this. I'm gonna just use the ellipse. Let's just add a solid color. Very orange. I'm gonna add a quick radial blur to this. A quick wiggle paths. Size huge. And now it should move around and bobble and wobble. Quick CC reptile on this. Look at that lava lamp effect. I love it. I'm gonna cut that in. Let's just have a hard cut. Now a quick credit card. Rounded rectangle tool, and add like a darker blue-ish color to this. Probably something like this, center. CC light sweep. This can be a bit darker. Stroke, same color, just a tiny bit brighter. Nice, quick keyframe. There we go. Looks clean. That's a clean card. Let me quickly add some elements to this. MasterCard logo. Click on the fill, linear gradient. See if we can make this goldish around here. That works. Very good. Very nice. Now let me add some credit card numbers. And for that, let me just grab my credit card. No, let me just go to the ellipse. This color. Let's make it small. Just gonna add a quick repeater to this. It should work. Like something like this. I want 4. And then I want to have this again. Whee! Nice. Maybe a bit lighter. Text tool. Total. Or just balance. Balance. I want that white. And I want that regular. And smaller. That'll do. Nice. Gonna duplicate that. Currency count amount of space. Let's animate this stuff. Let's start at 6K. Align that to the left. Whee! Set a keyframe. Drag it out a bit. Great. I like it. Made it a bit more dark, a bit more luxurious. Luxurious. Now I want to have a card behind that. I think that's a cool design where it's a bit like stacked almost. See, I can make these adjustments and AI Tom can't. But before I do, let's get back to AI Tom. I'm back. I vibe coded 50 websites in the meantime. What did you do? Let's see which animation or what the animation is looking like. Okay. That's cool, but I know you can also change details. So let me change some details here. Let's see in the background if we can change the color here. Okay, we can't. Wow, amazing. This works so well. Make more money with editing. Does this work? Oh, I broke it. Okay, you can't add an enter after it anymore. So let's just keep it like this. Let's not change it. Size. Okay, that works. That works. Color also works. I wish I could add a gradient to this. I don't think I can. Ease in, ease out. Does that change the animation? Let's see. Linear. I don't know about you. I don't see the difference. I don't think there's a difference. I think this is just for fun. You can just press this button if you want to. If you don't have anything to do. And the font weight. That also works well, I see. Okay, and the money counter. Let's see. What can we change here? Start amount, end amount. Let's change the end amount. That doesn't work. And the start amount also doesn't work. And the color, I also think that probably doesn't work. No. Great. Cool. I wonder how Adobe Tom is doing. Make more money with editing. Let me align this in the center. Bounce. Let's set this to 30. Now, of course, this needs to animate. And because with the previous one, we had a motion that goes up, we can do a match cut where this also moves from the bottom to the top. Make it drop. Let's just select all of these, link this to this card. We'll call this main card. Set some motion blur to this. Maybe also a tiny bit of a scale and also an opacity. And same goes for the other elements. Something like this. I want a bounce on the position and scale. And then the other ones that are in the back, I don't want to have them appear yet. These are these two. So I'm just gonna keyframe the scale, the opacity and the position. And then let's drag these out. Let's turn the opacity off. Very nice. So they appear in the background. And of course, a nice ease. Make it ease. I like it eased and smooth. Oh, that lava lamp is going well. Back to you, AI Tom. Thanks. Next animation. I want a white background with 6 blocks that act as classrooms. I want the text unlock your editing potential. Wait in. Let's keep it more broad. Animate in and then join the school. Let's hit generate. I want to see how you did it, Adobe Tom. I'm glad I can finally get back to it. Thanks, AI Tom. I'm gonna morph this into our next scene. Now I want to link all of the elements that are not linked. I'm gonna just link those quickly to my null controller, which means I can grab that null controller and create a new null, press S for scale, and I'm gonna just have a slow zoom on this because I want that continuous motion. And we can even use this null for a transition later on. For now, I'm gonna grab the main card. I'm gonna go into the contents because I want to change the size. And instead of icons, I want to just change it to a classroom object like this. Now let me change the color of this first. I don't like it. I think tritone, that could work. If we then maybe grab a color that's near here, that will look cool. Nice. Now it is already a bit in that shape, probably around here. I'm also gonna set a keyframe for the roundness. Now to move it, let's just grab that null controller, set a keyframe, probably something like this. I want a bounce on that, a nasty bounce, make it ramp in. And when this happens, I want these elements to all go away. So track matte them, turn it back on, set a quick keyframe. This can go to the right. I'm gonna fade out all the rest of the elements. And then lastly, a new white solid. Whee! Very nice. So we have a nice match cut, a nice smooth transition. Back to you, AI Tom.
Productivity comes from all the things that you choose not to do. I see.
Why is this taking so long? What is this? Like, are we contacting aliens? That is the question. What are we thinking about? I could have vibe coded this. Why does this take so long? I probably could have animated this around 6 times already.
Now replace 500 employees with just one AI agent.
If you own a marketing agency, fire employees right now. Let me explain.
It's done. It's done. It's finally done. Finally. I didn't expect this day would have come. Let's see what it looks like. I'm curious. Let me get my binoculars. What is going on here? Can I change this? Why is it so small? That's what she said. It's something I never heard. No, but really, like, why is it so small? And I can't adjust it? No, I can't adjust it. Well, this is just how it is then. Third animation. And that's just, yeah, that's just it, I guess. How is the animation? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go to Adobe Tom. Scrap that element that we had. Oh, almost perfect. Let's link it. Track matte it. Cool, now I just need a few more elements, more classrooms, and a text and a button. So I duplicated the shape, remove all these keyframes that I don't need. There we go, something like this. So we have this one pop up, and then the rest I want to also do the same. So now I can drag in another classroom, add that same tritone to that, link it, and track matte it, and scale it down. And I will do that 4 more times. There we go. Now I need to just replace them. So hold Alt, bloop, there we go. Very nice. Just some offset now. This is at least readable, right? Let's add the text to this. Nice. Maybe a soft white gradient on this. I'm just gonna fade that in. Nice. Text, bouncy word. And again, continuous motion. We can grab that null controller and I'm just gonna already link this again. And this is also the cool thing. We have control over where the eye goes, right? Like now it goes a bit more to the top and then you're like, what is happening here? We'll move the text with it later on. First, I'm gonna easy ease this. And then we can add a cool button here. Rounded rectangle tool. And I can change the color of this. So we can always change it later on. Something like this, full roundness. Add a quick text to this. Join the club now in white, in medium, and a bit smaller. Link it, quick scale, track matte it, opacity, keyframe, floop, and a fade word. And because this now moves up, your eye automatically goes to this button where it says join the club now. All right, thanks AI Tom and thanks Adobe Tom. We're gonna of course vote on both. So again, do leave the winner in the comments. I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna judge on design, motion, and speed. So let's start with the AI one. I think actually the design is not bad. A lot of things are quite nice in what they look like, and a lot of beginner editors struggle with this. So I think it would actually be a cool tool to use for some inspiration maybe. Now with the design of the After Effects one, I think there are some improvements here and there, but contextually I do think it's better. But the padding and stuff like that, the AI did win in my opinion. So let's give this one to the AI. Now let's go through the motion. And let's be honest, the motion is really, really boring with the AI one. You can clearly see that this is a JSON CSS type of animation where it's really simple. There's an ease in and ease out. There's no overlapping motion. It's really boring in that sense. Everything fades in at the same time. There's no different elements that pop up. There's also no psychology behind it. It's not like, okay, let's pop up this first so you think of this. Lastly, there's zero transitions between it. It's really like just hard cuts. And although this is a beta and this is a really early version, maybe there will be a better version of this. However, what I do think is that this is really built on code. So it's going to be a really big challenge to have it morph between things, have smooth motion between it, have some motion blur in it. So this round, 100% to Adobe Tom. The last one, speed. And as you might have noticed, the AI tool is really, really slow. And maybe this will improve in the future, but maybe it also won't, and it will just be slower once more people are going to use it. You would say that it would go quicker with all these server improvements and stuff like that. But what we've also seen before is that once more users use it, it just becomes slow as crap. Now you can do something in the meantime, which is nice. However, you have to wait constantly on a end result, which also means that sometimes you did a prompt, it's really bad, the end result, and then you have to start it again, prompt it, and maybe it's again really bad. Now they say that you can adjust things and stuff like that, but you've noticed this too, is that it's not there. You can't adjust the text. You can't adjust the motion. And then what really frustrates me is that these end results that we see on Twitter or on Instagram, they're either not made with this tool at all, or if they are made with the tool, it's prompting for days and days and days. And that costs a lot of time, but also takes a lot of credits out of your account. Because aside of the speed, I probably would go through all of my credits if I just prompt a few times or if I have to reprompt a lot of times. So with speed, I would also say Adobe Tom is the winner. Now, will we ever get to a point where After Effects wouldn't win? Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. It is cool to try these tools out because maybe you can already incorporate it somehow in your workflow. And then being an expert in After Effects will help a lot because you will know these terms like ease out, ease in, what that means, but also just making something look good. And if you want to learn all of these skills, learn how to animate with After Effects, learn how to make things look good, but even integrating AI in your workflow, then do join the Fullstack Editor Club. It's an editing community linked with a classroom/course, but it's so much more. You get Q&A sessions, potential clients, access to the editing challenge. Do check it out. Link is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. Then I want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.